I heard the script and I was like, wow, I was so amazed. It was so beautiful they had written.
She narrated the script and I was crying and smiling throughout. After every while, there was so much, emotions going out.
I had a tough time believing, but then it took a lot for me to digest. But yeah, today we are here.
I think it's one of the most difficult films shot, honestly, if you ask me.
It had a lot of pain coming out, and I just couldn't get it right. And sir and ma'am were constantly like, you have to do this, have to do this. So I think that scene was because that scene was very tough for me.
I just love being on the sets. You know, it's my happiest place when I'm on the set.
Yeah.
Sets. It's so satisfying when you're performing or you're directing. So I think, I think this film is like really important for me because as an actor, the audience hasn't really seen me on screen. This is just my third film.
Work-wise, acting-wise, I'm always nervous. I just want to give my best in every particular shot I'm giving.
Yeah.
So this is a film, and definitely it's a first film. So nervousness 70% and excitement 30%.
Hi guys, this is Himesh and welcome to Pinkvilla. Today we have with us the team of Yaariyan too. Welcome to Pinkvilla guys, it's lovely having you here.
Thank
you.
Thank you for having us.
And my first is a common question for all four of you. How did Yaariyan come your way? Like when was the first time that you heard of a sequel to Yaariyan and how did you react when the script came your way, the idea came your way? You can start.
Initially, I didn't know that it is Yaariyan. No, she's
Sorry. I think I was the first to get the script,
Yeah.
and so they were writing this film, and my character actually they based on me how I am in real life. So they were
Achha, okay.
writing it based on me, my character of Ladli in the film.
Okay.
So I was very excited because I knew from the starting जो वो लिख रहे थे and the germ and the seed of the idea, and then slowly the whole script developed, and they wrote it like in 6 months, which was very fast. And I heard the script and I was like, wow, I was so amazed. It was so beautiful they had written, and the dialogues were so good, the scenes were so good. So I, generally अच्छी scripts मिलती नहीं है, और इतनी जल्दी इतनी अच्छी लिख पाना, मतलब इट वाज अ स्क्रिप्ट मुझे जो लगा सुन के कि ऐसा लग रहा है कि 3 साल लगाकर लिखी गई है, इतना उस पे मंजी हुई स्क्रिप्ट थी.
Okay.
एंड आई जस्ट फेल इन लव विद द होल स्टोरी, एंड देन आई थिंक देन रेस्ट ऑफ द कास्टिंग स्टार्टेड.
Okay. But it was titled Yaariyan 2 only तब और
तब यारियां 2 नहीं थी, बट जब स्क्रिप्ट लिख ली दैट टाइम वी वर लाइक दिस इज अ फिल्म अबाउट फ्रेंडशिप बिटवीन कजन्स, एंड यारियां टाइटल इज सो एप्ट फॉर इट. एंड यू नो कजन्स के बीच में फ्रेंडशिप कभी भी स्क्रीन पे हिंदी पर्दे पर नहीं दिखाई गई है. सो इट वाज वेरी न्यू, एंड दैट्स व्हेन वी डिसाइडेड टू गो अहेड विद द यारियां 2 टाइटल.
Yeah. So I was saying that I didn't know, like she said, it was not Yaariyan 2 before, but the script was amazing. Later on, the directors and the producers decided to name it Yaariyan 2. But really amazing script because initially I didn't even know what character I'm going to be playing. Vinay sir called me and said, I have a script for you, I want you to hear it once. I went and Radhika ma'am, who's a director, she narrated the script and I was crying and smiling throughout. After every while, there was so much, emotions going out, and I loved the script.
Yeah.
And at the end, I felt this was it. This is it. When I wanted to, the start. I wanted this start for my career.
No, for me it was initially when I got a call, I thought it's a prank call because they said, "Okay, we are calling from T series and there's a film." I was like, bullshit. Can't be. So then I had come down to Bombay for some work, and then Vinay sir and Radhika ma'am, they called me for a meeting. I was like, okay, जाके देख ही लेते हैं, because these kind of calls come and you don't believe in it कि अचानक से T series is calling you. So then I came to the office and I saw, okay, oh no, actually they have called me to this place, and that's when I heard the script, and I think the role that I play, Abhay Singh Katiyal, it was tailor-made for me. Like how Divya's role Ladli is just like her, so I feel that Abhay's role was just like made for me, and it has been an amazing journey. But the last 1.5 years we have been shooting. And initially I had a tough time believing, but then it took a lot for me to digest. But yeah, today we are here.
Correct. And Meezaan, for you?
For me, actually, it was Bhushanji who called me and told me about the film and the story as well, and he offered the film. And then actually I came in to meet Radhika ma'am and Vinay sir and Bhushan sir, and that's when sir and ma'am had also told me that it was actually Divya who suggested my name for for the film. And so it is actually because of all these 4 people that I've got the film, and I'm so glad I have, because it's a wonderful film and finally it's coming out. We're very excited.
What made you suggest his name?
I also never asked you this. It's a good one.
I don't know, when I heard the script, I just thought he fit the character, and then I just came across his picture on the bike, and then I just clicked that picture and forwarded to Vineji, and I said he looks good on the bike. We can think about casting him, and
My Instagram was at the right place at the right time.
Yes. As they say, it helps. Instagram, pictures,
Right.
this, that, everything. Yeah. You directed the first film and now you're acting. How did that shift happen? Was there ever a talk of you being behind the camera as well, or was it always acting in it?
No, see, right now I'm totally concentrating on acting. So,
Yeah.
you know, I was looking for scripts, and of course I want to do like good roles. Or jab ye picture aayi, so I felt that it is totally, you know, this is something that I really want to do, and that's how it went
happened.
about it. Yeah.
Correct.
So over in this film, I've got nothing to do with direction. I follow my director's commands, and that is how it is.
When films around friendship are shot, there are a lot of anecdotes and fun moments which happen on the set. Could you share one anecdote, you know, one crazy anecdote or something which happened on the set which has stayed with you even now?
A lot of them are there, but I think it needs to be censored to be put across. I think guys can share something. Pearl has a lot to share, I'm sure.
Yeah, my heart is full of all those anecdotes, but but yeah, I'll share something which is not to be censored. I can just. There was a scene in this song, Saure Ghar Nahi Jana, where me and Meezaan are running just beside the bus. The other side was Khai, and we were like at the point where, you know, one step and we're gone.
Yeah.
So we were running beside the bus at 40 km/h speed, and we had to climb at that pace only to that rod where we are hanging in that particular song. If you've seen the song,
I've seen it. Yeah,
You've seen it, no?
Yeah.
So where we are hanging in, and we
Bus pe, haan.
just at the start of the song.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we did that without harness and everything.
Okay.
So that was quite a stunt, and we enjoyed it though. We didn't realize it that time, but later on we realized, oh, हमने किया क्या यार?
Yeah,
So-
it looks very scary. I also saw the BTS. Looks very
Okay.
I think it's one of the most difficult films shot, honestly, for us.
Because of the mountains.
Yes, yes.
No.
No, because of the.
Because of everything.
He's
It's
talking
just
about the entire film.
the
Achha,
entire film as a whole, like the way it was planned and how we
Yeah.
shot it, at
Yeah.
places where we shot.
Yes.
It looks very beautiful on screen, which is why they planned it that way and they
Yeah.
did it.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
it's so difficult to actually execute.
Execute.
You know, it's extremely chaotic. It's extremely difficult, but we went through with it, which is why it looks so good on screen.
Because all of it was based on real locations.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
But what was the on-set dynamic like between you all? Off the camera?
I don't think there was any time off the camera,
Yeah.
because we used to come on the sets, and we always had like a 5 o'clock in the morning call time.
Yeah.
And we would go on and on shooting like for 30 hours or how many hours, you never know, like kab we'll finish.
Yeah.
And I think the film has a lot, there's a lot of versatility in the film.
Yeah.
So there was so much to be shot, you know, that there was no time. Or jab breaks bhi hota tha, we would be rehearsing our scenes and into our characters and all.
Nice. You know, this film is about friendship. Who is that one person in your life who you can term your best friend? You can start from...
My friends from school, so they are my best friends actually. And it's one whole gang which has been together with me since 3rd grade.
Okay.
So there's a group of like 7-8 boys. I think we are the best friends.
Okay. Yash?
I think it's the same for me. I had a friend, a school friend, who's there even now with me. We were the black sheep during that time, and we held each other's hands, and how we grew in life. Both of us are very happy about it. So just one friend.
My family is
Family,
my best friend, yeah.
And Troy?
My family, definitely. And my Ganesh.
Okay.
Ganesh is my man Friday. Yeah, he's always there for me. He can just do anything for me. He's somewhere here.
And you know, another friendship question. There are so many films around friendship made in Bollywood. Which is your favorite and why? Of the friendship films made in the film in Bollywood.
Starts from Sholay.
I think Dostana.
Old
Not
one.
that Dostana.
The old one.
Okay.
Yeah.
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 Definitely.
You know, and Mr. Bachchan.
Yeah.
I think I love the music, and I used to watch that movie quite a lot with my mom
Okay.
at home, because she used to watch all of Mr. Bachchan's films of that time. So I think that's why I think Dostana.
All old films, huh, you guys are talking about.
I think
I don't know.
Three Idiots.
This is the first
Three
one that
Idiots.
came.
Yeah.
Three Idiots,
I like
Three
Three
Idiots
Idiots.
is a good
Yeah.
one.
Three Idiots is
Friendship, yeah.
and
Okay.
I think Pyar Ka Panchnama too, because in the end, all of them are friends.
Yeah, I'm
Yes.
Zindagi na milegi dobara.
Oh yes, that's
Love
another.
that film.
Yeah. And what was the most difficult scene for you all to shoot apart from the one
Latakne
Wala in Yaariyan?
Yeah.
A lot of
For me, it
scenes.
was the bridge scene, personally. The one, no, before I run, there's a full sequence where I actually go to, there's a altercation between me and this other girl.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And because it was a very long dialogue from the beginning, running all the way out there, then doing all those little things with her in
Yeah.
the middle, and taking pauses at the right time, then again. So it's a very long shot, and it was extremely hot, straight, sun. And the thing is that because we had to cut the light, which is why they put a flag right here.
Yeah.
And the flag they had to put on wheels.
Yeah.
So me and the girl Sakshi who was doing it with me, we had to maintain the same amount of distance from the flag while trying to walk like super fast.
Yeah.
And the guy who's holding the flag was like running behind with it. So that became very difficult to
Shoot.
to shoot and
Execute.
me to remember the rhythm
Yeah.
and also the dialogues and the gestures and all of it.
Yeah.
So it becomes quite complicated.
I think for me, there was this scene that's there in the film, not there in the trailer right now. So that was an emotional scene, and it had a lot of pain coming out, and I just couldn't get it right. And sir and ma'am were constantly like, you have to do this, have to do this. So I think that scene was because that scene was very tough for me because at the end of by the end of the shoot, my eyes were really heavy, and I was just like, this scene should come out well because it really justifies Abhay's role. I think that was a very tough one for me.
For me, we were shooting the Saurighar song on top of a mountain,
Yeah.
and I was in these heavy lehengas, so I had to literally trek the mountain, climb up in those lehengas, and we were shooting I think for 4 days.
Okay.
And रात होती थी, दिन में shoot करते थे, रात होती थी, we used to shoot my wedding scene
Okay.
on that same outfit. So there was a change of the lehenga and all that bridal jewelry, and of course कुछ भी ऊपर पहुंच नहीं सकता, like no room, van, nothing. So
Yeah.
on top of the mountain only we had to figure it out with those heavy lehengas. And
Plus
all
the
that.
yeah.
For me, there was a scene in a song. There's a song we've just released, Bewafa, Bewafa Tu. So in that song, I am burning somebody's picture that you'll get to know when you'll see the film. So while burning that picture, I got burnt. My hand was all burnt, and I realized it later, like after the cut.
Okay.
So that was extremely difficult, and like for 4 days it was like paining.
Painting actually. Burning actually.
Burning.
Yeah. Divya ma'am, like you said that now you're focusing on acting. What led you to, take this decision? Because, you shifted into direction and now there is another transition into acting and you started off as an actor. So,
When I came into this industry, frankly, I knew nothing. I was from Delhi. I had no idea about acting, direction, editing, cinematography, nothing. So once I started working, I realized that there's so much to learn. So just my inner hunger and inner quest to learn and grow more in life led me to whatever I've done.
Yeah.
And I think there's still a long way to go, still so much of learning to do. And every day is so important because I'm constantly learning and chasing my passion and chasing my hunger for more and more. So yeah, and direction gives me a lot of creative satisfaction, and I think so does acting. And I enjoy both facets of it. I just love being on the sets. It's my happiest place when I'm on the set.
Yeah.
Sets. It's so satisfying when you're performing or you're directing. So I think
are you all nervous before what is that Friday like for you? How, when you think of the Friday of the release, what is the feeling, what is the emotion in your mind, each one of you?
I don't know. I think as the promotions begin, personally for me, I'm very nervous at the beginning of it. But as we progress, we get ourselves so busy with what we have to do more with promotions that we don't think about these things in the middle of it. Yeah, of course, there are a few moments which just come and go where it's like, oh my god, I just prayed, I hope it does well and stuff like that. And then you're out of it again because then you're constantly working. Even on the release day of the film, we'll probably be doing some promotional activity, which we are. But, so, you don't get much time to take it in. I think it's much after the release where you sit and then you take it all in and you understand, what happened.
Correct. Basically Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday.
It's just
For
like your report
me-
card coming out.
Yeah, for me, I'm very nervous. I'm really nervous.
Yeah.
I don't know, I'm generally not so nervous in life. I'm quite confident types. But I don't know why I'm feeling so nervous this time. And I think this film is like really important for me because as an actor, the audience hasn't really seen me on screen. This is just my third film. I did Satyamev Jayate where my role wasn't that fleshed out, and then Ab Tumhare Hawale, which I Watan Sathiyo, which I did years back. So I think I have lots of love from the audience. They connect to my work, and I'm so thankful to them for that. But that's only because of the small music videos I did, like Yaad Piya Ki and Teri Aankhon Mein and all. But audience hasn't really seen me in full fleshed out role, and this is that role for me, which I think my directors have really done justice to me and my character in the film. So I think for the first time they'll get to see me, and not just my character but also the real me, because they've based this role on how I am, like how Divya is in real life. You know, if anybody would think, oh, she would be this or she would be that, when they see Ladli on screen, this is exactly how I am. So it's a film which is very close to my heart, and I really wanted to work. So I'm damn nervous, and I'm very, very nervous.
Hopefully excited as well to see what and how.
Yeah, but I think I'm very nervous. I literally have, like, there's my dialogue in the film ki पेट में गुड़ गुड़ हो रहा है. That's literally happening to me every single day.
Likewise, nervousness at its best, and definitely excitement because it's my first film, it's my debut. I want all of the people, all of my fans to just go and see this film. Tell me how is it. See, this is I am like that. Every time I do something, work-wise, acting-wise, I'm always nervous. I just want to give my best in every particular shot I'm giving. So this is a film, and definitely it's a first film. So nervousness 70% and excitement 30%.
And one last question before we wrap up. What next for you after Yaariyan?
ये तो हम 20 के बाद बताएंगे.
After Yaariyan, yeah.
So I have finished a film which again I'm very excited about, and but the studio hasn't announced it, so I can't reveal about it. But it's fully ready. Yeah.
Ready. You also after Yaariyan. Meezaan?
Yeah, Meezaan can say.
I have 2 films which I shot before Yaariyan, which will be releasing now.
Yeah.
And one is with Sanjay Gupta sir, one is with Nana Patekar sir, I'm playing a double role, directed by Sameer Karnik. So those 2 films are there, and I am shooting 2 more which I can't talk about.
Oh wow, so 4 films you have lined up, nice. Looking forward to knowing more about the 2 which you are shooting for as well. Perfect, on that note, thank you so much, it was lovely speaking to all of you.
Thank you.
And wish you all the best for Yaariyan. Thank you.
Please do watch our film Yaariyan 2 on 20th of October in cinemas near you.
Pinkvilla, look no further.